I will bring him back through blood and other shit that I haven't figured out yet. And we're like, okay, but we really don't, because we're like, we don't want to fight him. So we kept trying to give up like information, like an item we acquired. And every time he's like, yeah, no, this ain't worth shit. And he was like, I can read your intentions while we're trying to deal with him. He's like, I know you want my stone, and I know you will not cooperate with me. So he's like, now you must perish. I will take it from your corpse. And then he wall of fired me and Rayla.
3 times.
I know. I was in there. Hey, I was in there at the beginning.
Times.
Okay.
Yeah, you walked out. Yeah,
I got hit by the first one.
Yeah, Andre did a whole like. I don't know. He changed forms and he walked out. So it was me and Rayla. And I don't think he hit him the first few times.
He did. I think.
I remember Shatter, but Shatter was after the second wall of fire.
I don't remember.
Andre blocked off his escape.
Yeah, Andre blocked off his escape. Rayla fucking shot through the flames a couple times. And, was like murdering him, and Mavis did nothing. She's like, fuck fire.
You dispelled Wall of Fire 3 times.
Hey, you really helped her out, okay? Give yourself
I understand that, but I did no damage.
Yeah.
Rayla fucking beat up, soloed the giant basically. Andre got one really good shatter in though that destroyed some of the potions.
Even then he
Rayla
saved.
beat up the giant, and when he tried to run away, Andre just stopped him.
Yeah. So that happened, and he was commanding his elemental butler to be like, yo, help me out here, and that failed. And then he died, and Andre collected the crown of shards thing, the 6 pieces of stuff into the flint, and it started melding together, and the walls started shifting, and then everything went dark. And Rayla and Mavis were like, we should join Andre in the dark, and we did. And we discovered what I believe to be the memories of the shard, because he was like, you have reminded me of the past or something.
Yeah.
And we went towards a red light. We went towards. Did we only do 2? I think we only did 2. Yeah.
You did 2.
We went towards the red light, and it was like an ocean with a coast in the distance. We went to the bottom of the ocean, saw presumably the red grail, the red drain from the water. We went back up. We went towards the coast. We saw a figure walk out of the ocean, bringing back the red. And then we went towards the axe, the horned axe, right? That's what it's called. Is that what it was called?
Mm-hmm.
It was indeed an axe that had horns. Yes.
Okay. Cool.
More precisely, antlers, but semantics.
Okay. Yeah, semantics. So we went to see them because we've seen that symbol a couple times now. And we saw I think the giants dead, or the old gods. And in the distance we saw what was referred to as their killers, and it was 7 figures, I believe. And we were with one figure making some kind of last stand. And we woke up, and when we woke up, the whole scene was completely changed, and Elemental Dude was just kind of hanging with us.
I see. That's a good summary. Thank you.
you.
You get your inspiration.
I'm gonna need it because I have been rolling shit.
That's okay. It's role play. It's fun. You like rolling 2s.
We do? Okay.
Yeah, you do it. You like it.
Not when it's deck saves.
Those are pretty rough.
Alright. Let me share my screen. And just before we go back to... Oh, sorry, go ahead. What did you have to say?
Nothing, go ahead.
Alright. And just before we go back to the scenery to which you're going back, as you all fall back to the world you inhabit, you all feel something cling to you. It's different for the three of you. Starting with Andre, it feels very much like a cut along your arms. Along one of them in particular. As you fall back, you can feel yourself going through the frame of a door. It's so easy. Words repeat themselves over and over and over in your mind and in your arms. Mavis, to you it's a little bit different. Your skin is thinner, abrasive. It feels almost sliced. Inside of you, you can feel something bleeding. What is not quite blood. You feel a bit weakened, nauseous by that. But at the same time, deep within your stomach, separate from that sensation you feel from time to time, you can feel your skin taut, hunger building, and your soul empty. What a desire to fill it. Nourishment. Your skin, though taut, you can feel shine slightly from it. And Rayla, you last. Your hair flows like a river as you fall down. You can't feel any wind going through it. It's almost just raw magic. Or maybe raw power? You feel like you can mold life itself to what you want it to be. Mold others to what you want them to be. And you can feel a sprinkling of a seed blossoming in your belly. You all fall back to the world with a light sound of something wet pressing against something soft and mushy, something lapping a liquid. And all around you, you can see that things seem normal. The butler himself has gone out of sight, and you can faintly hear a piano melody in the distance. In front of you is the scene as you last left it, with only two differences. One is that there's no liquid anymore on the ground. The quite large puddle strewn on the ground by the flasks broken by Andre during the scuffle with the giant have now been reduced to a very small drip. And from it, you can see that there's one being lapping it up with small orange feet, strong and supple, a body of white, pristine, and eyes determined. In front of you is a goose lapping up the purple substance. What do you do?
I cast Fireball. No.
All right, roll
No, bro.
Roll
I
damage.
would hit everyone. And I'd
There's
burn
nothing
all the
stopping you.
books. Wait, what's the radius of fireball again? Like, what, 20 feet?
Yes, 20
Okay,
feet.
I think the books would actually be fine, but everything around here, the big one would just no. Okay. That was enlightening. You two conscious?
Yeah, I just don't
good.
really ever know what to do with the information we learn from these things.
We'll figure things out, maybe.
Should the goose be drinking that?
I don't know. You're the animal specialist.
I mean, didn't you like kill the last goose we saw? Or was that duck?
It was a goose.
Okay. Well, the giant wanted to drink the purple stuff, right? So like, I mean, he's already drinking it, so we're either about to get super goose or it's like about to explode.
I don't know.
I'm so drained. I don't.
Fine,
I
if it's such a
that round
problem,
except burn alive.
if it's such a problem here, he's gonna cast Prestidigitation to try to clean up the mess.
Alright. Using your prestidigitation, you clean up the liquid. It thins slowly, and the floor can be seen again with deep cuts, almost like a knife stabbed again and again and again in the ground underneath the purple liquid. The goose itself looks around, shocked. From its mouth, Cell dribbled a few drops. And it begins to waddle towards you. Powerfully and sure, Andre. Honk, 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 honk. It goes
It wants to be your friend.
Sorry, what did you say, Yash?
I said to Andre, it wants to be your friend.
Okay. How'd you get in here, Goose?
Honk.
Suspected as much. Maybe they left the doors open. Or maybe he just keeps a goose.
I can't imagine he's the type of person to keep a pet, so...
I don't really know.
I mean, what if it's just a fucking goose?
But how could a goose be here?
Well, I wasn't suspecting the goose of anything. I just thought it was a goose. The fact that it is a goose that's just here is what's weird.
Well, it is a suspicious goose. Why would there be a goose here?
That's true. A goose in the mountains?
Then it was presumably brought here?
Andre's gonna reach out his hand. He's not gonna touch the goose, but he's just gonna put it out.
You're just gonna put it near it?
Yeah.
Alright. You put your hand near the goose, and it looks a bit curious. With big beady eyes, it goes to investigate how your hand tastes as it tries to take a bit bite of it. Do you let it?
No. If it's trying to like take a bite, like not like a dog play bite or like a full on just bite.
I mean, it's not a dog; it's a goose. Have you ever seen goose teeth?
Well, like that's what I
Gooses
mean
are
by
evil.
like a dog will
Yeah.
like put its like
Oh, bad.
like a dog will like put its mouth on your hand, but it won't bite.
Yeah, I don't think the goose is gonna do that.
Yeah, like
No,
if it's not
gooses
going
go
mad, then
for
I
the
would
kill.
not let it bite my hand.
Alright. You pull away your hand, and the goose seems a little offended. It pulls
Maybe.
its head back high, and it begins to waddle away, pushing the gigantic stone door.
What?
The
Does it
giant.
open it?
I'm gonna use divine sense.
It opened the door?
Yes, pushing it with ease as it goes further in that direction.
See? Suspicious goose.
I'd like to try to use divine sense before it leaves.
All right, go ahead.
Wait, hold on. Let me just. I don't know if I can make it. Oh no, I can. Well, okay, this isn't a roll. I guess I'll just copy and paste the description. And there. I put it in the roll 20.
Hello spell, any celestial that is not behind total cover. Yes. As you throw out your energy, it bounces on the walls, looking for a creature to respond to it, almost like a bad echolocation. And you feel it coming back to you with a signal that's familiar to you. You felt it before, though never in person or as strongly as this. Walking away from you is clearly a celestial.
Oh.
But it doesn't appear to be just that. The echo, as it bounces back, it's also an undead? A mixture of both.
Oh no.
It's on. But it's certainly responding.
It's a celestial. But it's also kind of undead. I don't
Okay.
Is it because it drank the purple?
But that's it. That's a beat. That's what it is. Like that's what it makes it what it is. You know, I don't know if a potion could. I mean, I guess a potion could do that, but
I don't know. Wasn't this man experimenting?
maybe. But something that makes
Could
you
he
a
make it a-
celestial. Doesn't that seem weird?
How would like is celestial or celestial like the aspect?
Celestial would be specific types related
Okay.
to aspects. Generally, these are considered, at least among scholars. Actually, you wouldn't know that, would you? You would not know. Why am I saying this? If you want to know more, roll history.
Okay. Oral history. 19.
19. That's pretty decent. You remember reading about this once, about how humans and humanoids categorize different aspects and different beings related to them. Celestial and fiend are usually the two biggest denomination, but aberrations and monstrosities form the third one. Celestials are for those that are at least in the circle in which you learn this, deemed more worthy of respect, more worthy of worship, and more worthy of being careful around. Whereas fiends are for more benign things. Things that may be less reputable or that need to be avoided.
Okay.
Is the elemental servant still here?
No, he doesn't appear to be in the room. You can hear low piano music reverberating through the dungeon, the cave, though.
Maybe he was baptized.
What? Oh, the goose.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Andre ignores that and just walks into the room.
All right.
Don't kill it!
You can see that with each step the goose takes, some of the purple liquid it holds in its mouth dribbles on the ground. Few small drops. It appears to have jumped on top of what you might assume to be Kliktruk's bed. And just kind of pulling at the covers, trying to unfold them, push them back. A spirit of destruction unequaled.
Man. Alright. I'm gonna try to search the room. Ooh.
Sure. You know what must be done?
Yeah. Should I make the saving throw first, or?
Roll whichever d20 you want first.
Alright, I'll make the saving throw first. I forgot I wasn't proficient in this saving throw. That's unfortunate. Ooh, 13.
Sure. What are you searching in the room?
Like any objects of interest, maybe like items, things like that.
So now make a perception check.
That is a 14 plus 5 because of the thing, so that's 19.
19. You go to try and search the room. It's something that feels so natural to you. Like this is just what should be done. It's like breathing or eating. You need to know. You pull aside the covers. The goose itself looks thankful. Kind of. You push aside the pillows. You break apart small bits of the bed. Some small shards of the wood fleck into your hand. And underneath, you can see that there appears to be one large, heavy item. A maul. Along the hilt are some runes that one might assume to be magical in some capacity. And the head itself is left completely blank. Smooth, without even a scratch. Like it was just pulled from the forging fires.
He's gonna reach down and just grab it and pick it up. Just hoist it up like, oh, okay.
You do so. As you grab a hold of it, the warmth spreads through your arms.
Wow.
It's very heavy. This is about 3 times as high as you are.
I found something.
Rayla will probably walk
Actually-
into the room.
I should also ask, has it been an hour since the fight, Rama?
An hour? Probably no, not yet.
Okay.
Oh, great. We all have something. Okay. Mavis is gonna slowly, like, kind of judge over. What?
Yeah, Rayla's just gonna go into the room.
The good thing he didn't get in here.
Oh.
Oh,
Here, you take it. And he's gonna basically shove it in Rayla's hands.
okay, yeah.
You try. Make an athletics check.
Got it.
You're
Watch
using your
this.
own body to prop this thing just up. You're gonna try and move it smoothly.
Watch. Boom. 9.
Yeah, you try and pass it and it falls to the ground, denting it very heavily as small embers flow.
Embers?
Yep. Small embers.
I can't really use it, so at least not well.
I'm gonna use detect magic on it.
Sure. I think detect magic affects you, right? Oh no, actually you can cast it at will now. Look,
Yeah.
look at Mrs. Smarty Pants.
Yeah, you see Mavis's eyes kind of glow. Very faintly.
And Mavis, you see many things. As before, Andre and Rilla don't seem to have changed so much, save for one exception for the both of them. Andre himself, his feet, and both of his arms are clad in a light shade of purple, with each footstep he takes behind. the outline of it is in that same purple. For Rayla, both her hair and somewhere deep inside her belly are flecks of deep red. Almost like blood, or the flushing of a cheek. The hammer itself is coated rather thickly, and a shade you've become more than familiar with, of pure orange. It doesn't seem particularly strong, especially not compared to the absolutely memory-searing power of the shard that now hangs at Andre's waist. But it's definitely potent, much more than most other items you've seen.
Are the footprints that Andre's leaving behind, are they fading or are they...
They're fading just a few moments after he takes them.
Okay, good.
Are you about to do fucking DDR?
No, I was about to be like, wow, if we're someone tracking us and they could also somehow do this, we're fucked. I mean, it's not as strong as your shard, but that's definitely an element of forge.
It's also a giant hammer.
Yeah.
Like that makes like the fire and yeah, giant hammer. Do you think he... Is it like a weapon hammer or is it...
Andre just looks at Mavis.
Well, like, no, because, like, what if it's, like, his, like, thing of, like, he puts it and, like, you like, hit it with something else, like...
Like a regular hammer?
Yeah, to make things.
It's a maul. That thing's made to hurt.
Okay. Oh, this man seemed more into science and shit.
Well, until he tried to kill us.
Yeah, until he smashed a rock into my face.
Which is why I think he was more into, like, alchemy, because then he would have just grabbed you or something.
He tried to grab me.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you probably couldn't see. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I was kind of being burned alive.
Oh yeah, the fire was awful.
Interesting.
By the way, what's the goose doing?
It seems to be tearing through the bed, making small incisions in the covers as more driplets fall from its maw.
Okay, so
It
if I
seems to be
glance,
ruffling around in the bed. Nothing too major right now. Seems to be having a good time.
if I glance at him, what will I see? Is it just purple?
There's nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Whenever a drop falls from its mouth, you can see that it is in fact purple. But so long as it remains inside his mouth, it doesn't appear to have any hue at all.
See Mavis just look visibly confused, like her mouth's open, her eyebrows are like kind of furrowed, and what? He normally when I activate my magic this way, I can see what a person is influenced by. Or living things, or I can see what aspect calls to them. And you would assume, based off the purple liquid, that, you know, this goose would be completely purple. But there's nothing. It's like void.
Weird.
Yeah.
Fucking...
Maybe it's like an unrelated source of purple magic. You think those exist?
Why don't you drink it then?
I have drank random things less than you guys have. I did it one time and now I can't live it down. But I did think about it, but I don't think we should do that. If we had a glass vial or something, maybe we can, like, take a little bit of it.
I need, actually, no, I don't have an oil flask. I threw it.
How many, because I have an herbalism kit, but I know I've used it at least once. Like, what comes with it? Hold on, how many do I get?
Even if you've used it, if you haven't thrown it away, like
No.
you would probably just wash it and put it back.
Yeah.
You could use it again.
Okay. Alright, yeah, it just says pouches and vials, yeah, okay. Okay. Here, I guess, and I'll take out the vial. If someone wants to collect it.
Don't look at me.
Collect it, I guess. I'll, like, walk to the bed and, like, try and scoop the drops or whatever.
Right.
Hey, Mr. Goose. Don't mind me.
You go to put it in. How do you put it in?
What do you
Like
mean?
you just kind of
I'm scooping it. Yeah, I'm scooping it.
All right. You just
Should I
scoop-
touch it? Guys, should I touch it?
Up to you.
I probably suggest not to, but obviously, yeah, up to you.
I want to, but I won't.
Okay. You scoop it up safely. You take your time, and you can add vial of mysterious purple liquid to your inventory.
I mean, should
You
I?
probably have enough to fill a couple vials. Let's say 3.
Okay.
I mean, less than an hour. Oh, this is so. This feels like. Okay. I'm gonna take this shard out and I'm gonna cast True Seeing on myself. Because it's like, maybe. But also, there could be secrets in the wizard cave, so.
You do that.
So Andre just kind of. He doesn't actually take the shard out this time. He kind of just closes his eyes, holds up 2 fingers to each eyelid, and then just takes them off. And when he opens them again, his eyes kind of like. They're like shattered almost. Like there's like kind of cracks that all, like 3 kind of cracks that all converge in the middle, and it kind of like splits a bit as light is kind of coming out from the kind of broken pupils.
And if anybody's looking at Andre's pupils right now, you can see that they're almost rimmed, the outline of it, with a powerful streak of yellow. Every once in a while, embers of orange show themselves through it, like a raging fire. And Andre, looking around, you can see things look a little bit different now. All around you, every surface is coated, almost oozing with a purple liquid. Viscous, thick. It drops to the floor like blood. The doors, the floors, the walls, everywhere, all of it is wounds, open, gushing. As you look at Rayla next to you, you can see that behind her, there's a figure standing, braced. It looks very much like her, though her hair is shorter. Mavis has left the room, so you can't quite see her as of now.
Wait, why am I out of the room?
You're
Well, you said you
collecting
went
the-
to collect some vials, right?
No, I have them in my bag.
Oh, you didn't go to collect. Okay,
No.
you came back. You came back. Okay, that makes sense. As you look at Mavis, you see something that definitely looks like it needs to be put down. There's no person at all. All you see is a mass. straining from one center ball, all wriggling. Each of her fingers, each of her toes, each strand of hair, white, pale, and most certainly corrupted. It's an affront to your very eyes. And as you look at the goose, I'd like you to make a constitution save.
Okay.
Con save. Boop.
Let's see.
Ooh, actually pretty good. 21.
21, that is good. As you look at the goose, you can feel immense power going through your eyes. It flows down your body, down your fingertips, down your arms, down your legs, down your core. It shakes you strongly, and you feel yourself become faint for a moment. You manage, just barely, to keep a hold of yourself. And the goose stands there. It looks precisely as you saw it last. What do you do?
Wonder what was in that thing. I'm gonna make eye contact with the figure behind Rayla. Just as a like, hey, I see you.
The creature, or the thing, looks at you. And it exchanges your regard. It doesn't seem unfriendly at all. If anything, the presence seems a little bit soothing.
Do I see him just like looking behind me?
Well,
Yeah.
Because how tall is Rayla again?
Like 5'2" or something?
So this is like the first time he hasn't like looked like his head down a bit to talk to you. It's just kind of like straight ahead.
Wait, I
Well,
thought
it's just like-
taller.
Rayla is so short. She's a goblin killing people.
Yeah, I thought Rayla was taller. I thought
Yeah.
you said she was like 5'7" or something.
Yeah,
Nah,
so-
this is short people roleplay.
oh my god, a short queen.
Shit, so it's just Andre who's ridiculously tall, and then
Yep.
Mavis and Rayla.
Malik, motherfucker.
Rayla's just like gonna like rapidly like look behind her, like what? What are you looking at?
Someone.
You must know that's a really weird thing to say, right?
Yeah. But you know what also is weird? Having a bow that can talk to you. See, it's not very nice, is it?
If you want to know more about that, I can always explain it. No one ever asks.
I
guess.
asked.
So,
But I was not
I-
answered.
what do you want to know?
I mean, well, at the time I was wondering, hey, why? But I don't think even you knew at the time, so
Mm.
I don't know. Oh, speaking of your family, should we go to Reuben?
You see, like Rayla freeze a little bit when you say that. We can at some point, yeah. I just think we have a lot of things we should do before that, like a lot of other things, and then at that point we can maybe consider possibly going there. Yes.
Okay. I don't need to see into the ethereal plane to tell that it's a little you're a little
Yeah.
contentious. That's
Yeah.
fair. You don't have to tell us why, but
It's just like I need to go there at some point. You know, the whole talking bow situation. But I don't want to see my parents at all. I just too soon. I don't know. Yeah.
Your parents know you're adventuring, right?
I left. I'm sure. I hope they noticed. Yeah, they might not have, but
you left without a word? You
I
ran
just
away?
didn't really- I didn't run away. I'm old enough to leave.
Fair.
Don't people normally say something though?
I mean, I didn't, so
Okay, but um, you were in exile.
I can't really judge. So I mean, I wasn't officially in exile. I kind of just left.
You did receive you did see in the newspapers that you were in fact exiled.
No, he meant at the time because he left right after he
Oh,
attacked
okay.
them. So he's like the
Oh,
people that
that-
would have made him in exile were recovering.
Ah, I see. So at the time you were exiled.
Yeah,
You're
not
just exiled
not
now.
officially. It's implied though.
But like, you didn't. I mean, I don't. This is gonna sound harsher than it is. You didn't really have anyone to tell, right?
The people I attacked, and the one we just met, and her mother.
Um,
I hope she's doing okay.
I mean, were you in? She'll catch up to us.
I am sure we'll see them again.
Yeah, I don't. Do you think I want that?
Well, it's better she's where. She's, like, you know where she is, isn't it?
Maybe, but it's better if she doesn't waste her time following me around.
Listen, I just wanted her companions to follow. I wanted to know where they are. By the way, how long has it been since I've heard 2 days whispered in my brain?
It's hard to tell exactly. After all, you have been underground for a while.
And unconscious.
Yeah, and unconscious for two distinct occasions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit hard to tell. Really, it could be now, as a matter of fact. Why not? Nothing seems to be saying that, though.
Mm. Oh no. Okay. Mhm. Mm. God, what is this ache? Oh.
It's going to be awkward if I don't say it. I can see why they referred to you as those things earlier. If they're seeing what I can see, it's concerning.
There's like a huge like it feels like my stomach is caving in right now.
That's
Oh.
very concerning.
Or like it's being like squeezed. What is this?
Typically, I'd say that's probably just like starvation.
But you don't eat, do you?
I mean, I feel like I need to.
Wait, like right now?
I don't know.
Have you always felt like that?
I mean, no, it kind of. After we got out of, the thing.
I see.
Visions fucking suck.
As you're all talking, the goose seems to have had its fill of the bed. And it gets up and starts waddling towards you. Kind of setting itself between you, Mavis, and you, Rayla. Seems to be kind of observing the both of you exchangeably. Its plump little body, not buddy, body, swaying from left to right as it does.
Oh,
Hello there.
Honk, honk.
you said it's a celestial, right?
Yeah.
There's a bit of undead too. Don't know why.
That is an odd combination.
It
Okay.
also is a goose. I'm looking at it right now. That it's a goose.
It's a goose. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
definitely a goose.
I know it's a celestial. Is it just a goose? Is there like any visible like signs of like a wound or rotting?
really.
Okay.
I guess you
So
could
it's not like
consider a mouth wound.
it hasn't been like zombified and purified, like or like
Nope.
in stasis. Okay.
Nope, it's just a goose with some mystery purple liquid in the mouth.
Oh yeah. Here, Andre, and I'm gonna hand over the vial.
Why?
I mean, can't you usually you can you can like you have a spell that tells you what
Oh,
it is?
yeah, right. I mean,
I can test it out, but that involves me touching and or drinking it. So
And you're not doing that.
yes.
I can certainly try. He'll cast. Wait, do I have any first level spells? I do. He'll cast Identify on it.
Alright. It takes you a few moments. You cast Identify on it. And it too, like everything else you see, with the outline of purple. This one as well. It doesn't seem so potent, but with your Identify, you can tell that this is something called an Antine Tinct. The uses of it are mainly in rituals and bringing out the power in other items, other things.
Oh, it's kind of just a. It boosts things. So that's probably why the goose is like that. It's just a stronger goose.
That explains the door.
I mean, but it's also a celestial goose.
And whatever a bit of undead means, but maybe if this wears off, it might not be alive.
But like if you that implies that if you drink it, it makes you a celestial being.
Maybe. I don't know, maybe someone's body can't really handle that, or at least a living thing.
Goose seems fine.
Well, I not only did I get the celestial, I got a bit of undead, so something's telling me if it wears off, it might just die.
What about when you see me?
What do you mean?
Like, because when I look at you guys, I see bits of colors and.
You mean with what I did earlier?
Yeah, with like your eyes going yellow slightly.
Oh, well, they still are.
They still with your eyes.
Yeah. I see a mass of flesh. I can see parts of you here and there, but
Body? You mean my body, or
yeah.
that's all you see?
Yeah.
Insight check.
I mean, he's not hiding it. That's what he sees. Like
Just her body. All right. Yeah. Okay.
like okay, this is me as the player. I don't think I missed anything.
I mean, you missed the part where I described this as a massive wriggling pale white thing.
That's like another way to put it. I'm just thinking eldritch horror. Okay.
I would count that as deception, but
Oh. Alright.
I assume you didn't shut the door.
No.
So peeking through the door, you can see that the goose seems to have left. Andre's still there though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rayla's like so it's like the goose like outside of the door now.
You can't see the goose right now. Last time it was about here.
What are
Okay,
you
so fun.
doing? Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm gonna go back to the goose. I'm gonna crouch down in front of it, and then Rayla's gonna say hi in Celestial.
Well, the goose has actually left the room, like I was saying. You can
Oh,
see
sorry,
that
okay.
as you enter back, it's actually left the other way, the other door. You can
Oh,
see
there's another door.
it waddling away into a corridor, leaving the small driplets of purple to splooch on the ground. It takes a left, and you can hear a few honk, 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 honk. After which, your eyes are filled with a purple light. It lasts for a good few seconds. Do you do anything?
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll follow the goose.
Alright. You move forward, and as you do, you can see there's some sort of odd circles strewn on the ground, with markings in it to absorb one might assume to be a liquid. Maybe it needs to be filled with the correct shape of a hard, solid object. Or maybe it was just destroyed weirdly. Anyhow, you can see that in the carvings of it, the purple liquid has flowed from the goose's mouth and filled it. The goose itself stands in the center, and a purple light envelops the entirety of the room. Honk! A few seconds pass, the light dims, and the goose is gone.
I have a sneaking suspicion of what this might be. Does Andre recognize any of these markings?
Roll investigation.
I'm mostly going for has he seen one of his dear old friends writing about something that might seem similar to this? Like, not recognize as in he knows what it does, as in he's seen the shapes before, because he doesn't understand it.
Probably not. No.
Got it. Carry on then.
Alright, we'll switch back to Mavis.
Yep.
How's she doing?
Question. What if I walked into here? Is this gonna look familiar?
A little bit, yes. You do remember that you pressed a button when you first got to this?
Okay, but was this the button to get to this level? Probably. I'm just gonna go the way I know for sure is the way back. So
Okay.
I'll go.
I guess you have learned your lesson about pressing mysterious buttons, huh?
Well, also because it's like if that goes just like up back to like the surface thing with the doors out, then like then that's the wrong way.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna enter this room again.
You do
Anything
so?
happening?
Oh.
No?
Oh yeah, you didn't see that. Never mind.
Yeah. Do. Walking.
Walking on some.
Yeah. Going here. Going in here.
What a
Memorize.
trek.
We really could have asked
Memorize
the
the-
elemental to just...
What a-
I don't know where he is. Did I run into him?
We heard
And
the
then he
we heard a
returns.
piano playing.
I don't care. All right.
I,
and
inten- I
memorized-
intended to search the place because I want.
I
items.
memorized the path because keen mind bullshit. Do I need to make an athletic roll?
Seems
you would
excessive.
Need to... Yeah, that's aggressive.
No, excessive. I mean, in terms of like, we could just.
You would need to make an athletics. Yeah, what's your jump distance actually first? Let's go with that.
Wait. Oh wait. Shit.
It's
is
8
the
with
thing
a
still
running
here?
start, I think.
Is the thing still here? The
The pole?
stuff? Yeah, the pole.
I think Rayla didn't even use it. She just jumped it. It would be on the other side, wouldn't it?
I think I don't know if I brought it along with me. I feel like-
I know
Yeah.
Andre brought
Oh,
it
I
back.
did.
You did? You sure?
Yeah, I remember. I asked to use it to threaten him. I remember that.
Oh yeah, you did do that. Yeah,
Alright.
that's a good point. Okay.
Gonna
yeah, it would be
pick
on
it
there.
up. This what? It was this, and then this one. Right?
Are you sure?
I mean, I can always just ask you if I'm not right.
Oh!
Keenan is. This is.
Whoa!
You.
It's so mean.
You.
It's
God
so.
damn it.
It's so BM.
I.
So funny.
Because like, as someone who's DM'd, it's so like nice to be like, I don't know, is that the case? But then you can't do that with this. It's
Yeah,
just.
she knows every detail. What
Yeah.
color of socks was the moose wearing? I don't know.
Ugh.
Right? So yeah, this is it.
Fuck you. Yes, it is.
I heard someone say Keen Mind was a bad feat too.
I mean, generally it would be. It's a great feat at bullying DMs. Other than that, it's let's not lie to ourselves here. It's pretty shitty.
I mean, it's great for like roleplay stuff. Like mechanically,
Sure.
yeah, there's better stuff, but
Yeah.
Sure,
Okay.
but-
So I can do 8 feet, right?
8 feet?
with a running start, because I think it's you go up to your strength score.
Okay. Well, I have an 8.
Uh,
I've never figured out how jumping works in this fucking game.
Me either.
I'll
I
look
don't
at
know.
the rules again.
Hold on, I'm pulling it up.
Speed, travel pace, blah blah blah. Long jump. When you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. When you make a standing long jump, you can leap only half that distance. Either way, each foot you clear on the jump costs a foot of movement.
So my long jump is like 8 feet.
What about the normal jump?
It would be 4.
Without a running start, it's 4 feet.
Alright. So, you can jump the first one fine.
Yeah.
You'll have to make an athletics check for the second.
Athletics or acrobatics?
I guess you could use both. Yeah, you're right. You could use both.
Does
Whichever
the,
one you want.
Does the stick add any bonuses?
No. It allows you to try.
Alright.
That's the bonus.
Honestly, I need to talk to him beforehand. Otherwise, I would just turn into a bird and flown this entire way.
You could. You could also just turn into a lizard. Just sticky to the walls and go.
Yeah, but then I have to bring him back, and I'm just gonna fly him back. But I won't talk to him first and be like, "Hey, get on me," just in case we have the issue of when I was a spider and they didn't fucking know I was a spider
That's because you didn't tell us. We didn't even know you could shapeshift.
again.
That's
So
your fault.
I don't want to be in that situation again, and I'm gonna roll acrobatics. Yes. Okay. So that is an 18. 5.
And a 5.
18 plus 5.
Okay, no,
Oh.
that definitely does it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it. You jump.
Yep.
What about the
And-
jump?
That was a 10 with a 5, so that's a 15.
15 does it too. You
Okay.
whoop ham on over there.
Alright. Zenek! You still alive?
This guy thought we were gonna die too, and we come back and we tell him that we killed the guy.
Yeah.
Do we tell him that we? Yeah. Or
There's
not?
no way to hide it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like push on this.
What if he doesn't like us anymore?
By the way,
He's
how
a
do you-
philosopher. What is he gonna do?
Not much. That's what philosophers do.
What would be Greek philosophers? But they were like a wrestler, weren't they?
They what?
One of them. I'm not mixing this one.
One of them was a wrestler, yes. Also,
enough.
question maybe is, how the fuck are you seeing right now?
My
You're not?
lantern.
You got a lantern?
Yeah, I think
You've had
I
a
do.
lantern this whole time?
Hmm.
That's
Sorry,
funny, I
torch. I
don't-
have a torch.
Yeah, okay, you've got a torch.
And I got the tinderbox, so.
That's better. Alright, so you walk on over there
Yeah.
with your torch, yelling
Yeah.
at Snack.
Yes.
Alright. You do so, pushing open the door.
Yeah.
You can see the insides of the room. Sanak is still on his bed. He appears to have tried to get some exercise in. Looking at him more closely now, especially with the light on, you can see more details on him. You can see that many parts of his own body seem to have been mutilated in some way. You can see scars and stitches sewing back up some parts of his arms and legs. He was doing some push-ups before he went. He stands up once more. Oh, hello.
Yeah, so he's not a problem anymore. Giant.
What do you mean?
I mean he's not a problem anymore. Like he's not here anymore.
Oh,
Um
you- killed him.
I didn't, but yeah, he's dead.
Oh,
So if you would like to follow me, we can get out. I mean, at least to where we are.
he looks back in the cell, and he seems to be thinking for a moment.
There's a lot of books in the other room.
I do enjoy knowledge. He opens his gate, pushing it as you've left it unlocked.
Mhm.
Very well. If you wish to lead the way, I'll follow.
Yep. How do you feel about flying, Senek?
About flying.
Yeah.
Well, it would be a new experience. I do enjoy having my feet on the ground.
Okay, well, you're gonna... Then how athletic are you, Senek?
I've been doing some push-ups.
Because, and I'm gonna gesture.
Oh, I see why you were asking.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, I could just fly us across if you want.
Fears are meant to be overcome. Ignore.
Okay.
I will gladly take your offer.
Alright, can you hold on to this torch, please? Thank you.
Of course.
I'm gonna fucking kiss Polymorph.
So excessive. We could have just asked the floating elemental.
I don't know where he is.
We heard a piano playing.
In
Did we follow
Mavis'
him?
mind, these worms are gonna come out any second. Okay, I'm gonna polymorph into a fucking bird.
Which one?
The eagle, the giant eagle.
What specific breed of the eagle?
Yes, the redback swallow brew.
How long are the talons?
You know what?
David?
Mavis' talons are black and like kind of rounding at the end, and she's albino. She's an albino eagle. Are we going for it?
Nice.
Awesome.
That's cool.
She's gonna do like the head shake that birds do, like please.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do that. Sanek hesitantly takes a step forward and tries to kind of climb onto your back.
Yep.
He does so.
Alright, flying over.
You do so without any issue.
Yeah, gonna put him down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it. 'cause
Uh-huh.
This is excessive.
Okay. For the
I really-
record, also, as you flew over, you could see that the worms that you put in the pit are still, in fact, there.
They're still there?
And
Good.
unlike usual, they don't seem to have burrowed quite deeply at all.
Alright.
They seem to be dancing, having a good time.
Cool. Yeah. I need a long rest soon anyway, and I'm gonna pray that we're gonna take one. I'm gonna be like, okay, if you go through this room, just go through the rooms, you get to like a pantry. You go all the way down, you take the door that's to your left, you follow that down, and then you still take the door to your left, and that'll lead to this like laboratory.
See, so I take a left of the pantry and another left. Okay,
Yes.
great, thank you.
And you can keep the torch.
Oh.
Well,
Will you not be coming with
actually,
me?
actually, do you mind just standing here for a second?
Of course, no problem.
Cool. All right,
did.
and
Free me after all.
all right. How excessive do I make this, guys?
Hella.
Yeah, go
Like-
all out.
All right.
I want it to be worthy of a bazinga.
All right. I'm gonna hold my hands out. I'm gonna look at the worms. I'm gonna cast Moonbeam at 4th level.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Oh my lord.
How does it look?
First, it's like a drop of water, almost like the trail stays behind it. All of a sudden, it expands rapidly into a very like pale, almost like cornflower blue type of color, but it's mainly white with like flecks every now and then, and it goes technically 40 feet up. But it's a 5-foot radius, so I'm just gonna use it, and I'm just gonna like comb. Starting from like here, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna like, I can't. Gonna go here, like to here, and like, like.
Like a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, I'm gonna like vacuum the entire area if I can.
Huh. How much damage? Let's see. It must make a con save.
Yeah, has to make a con save.
Hold on. Give me just a moment. That
No.
might work. That might work. Maybe. We'll see.
Because this is a more immediate problem in Mavis's mind than any of what you guys are doing.
As you comb, go ahead and roll for damage. I don't think you can reach high enough, but we'll see.
I can't reach high enough?
We'll see.
Okay, it's 4d10.
Ooh.
So where's my 10? Where's my 10? A 3. Oh god. That's an 8. We're at 11. That is a 5, so we're at 16 more. And that's another 3, so we're at 19 radiant? No. Oh shit, I accidentally clicked the button. Okay.
What did you do?
I mean, mine was 16, but I accidentally clicked it when I wanted to look at the damage type. It's radiant. I rolled 16.
16 damage does not, in fact, kill. As you unleash a truly powerful attack that washes down enormous light in the room. Select is clearly taken aback and falls on his ass backwards. You see each of the worms as the light passes over them turn to dust, or rather, turn into smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller worms. As the light passes by them, they become so small, almost invisible to the eye. But as the light leaves them, they reform. As for every single worm. The minute of concentration passes. I assume you keep showering with the worms with the magic?
Yeah.
The minute passes, and each time you move it, the worms you touch get smaller. And each time it leaves them, they get bigger, reverting back to where they were before. You don't appear to have killed any of them.
Shit. Sonic, can you go find one of my companions? They should be in that laboratory I described.
Okay, I'll try. I assume you want me to bring them back here?
Actually, I'll just... There's no point in me being here now. I'll just go with you. Follow me.
He follows you. During this time, what were Andre and Rayla doing?
Hey, can you help me with this door?
Huh? Yeah, I can.
Try to push it.
Like, I can, yeah. She'll push the door.
Alright. You both exert yourself against a very, very heavy, purely stone door, revealing another door
Ugh.
as you push it.
Okay, this might be a trend. It's gonna move up.
But at this point, Andre also, the hour has stopped. Has passed. And Rayla, you can see the sheen on his skin, metallic hue, fall down. He seems much more tired, much weaker
Yeah,
than
he-
before. And
Yeah.
Andre, you take your 2 points of exhaustion.
yeah, he falls to his knees, just kind of breathing.
Oh.
Oh, okay, I'm good. I'm good. He stands back up.
Do you really want to keep exploring? Maybe we should just meet up on Mavis.
I'm okay. Let's just keep moving. Could you help me with the door again?
Alright.
I can. Are you sure you're okay?
I'll be fine.
Rayla will push the door.
Alright. You go and help him, and reveal inside what appears to be a dining room of sorts.
Hmm.
In the front and center place of it is a gigantic table with gigantic plates of food strewn on it. What appears to be breakfast, eggs, bacon, a half-eaten toast. What appears to be dessert? A half-devoured pie, raspberry. An enormous jug of what appears to be filthy wine, and a bread plate. In the corner of the room is a piano, played by yours truly, Alfred. Ah, greetings, sir. I see you've gotten up.
We have. How long were we out? Actually, never mind. You don't need to answer that.
As you wish.
Do you know a way out of here?
Of course. The door is just past this way. And he points towards the door over here.
Now that the previous owner is gone, what will you do?
Well, I was created with the intent of helping keep functional and alive the functions of this place. And I intend to still go by these. If this place finds a new master, I'll happily serve them. Elsewise, I suppose I'll just make sure this place remains in operation for the remainder of time.
Well, is there any special procedure we need to go through, or could we just say that we're the new owners of this place?
I don't believe there's any procedure. If you wish, I'll happily acknowledge you as my master.
You can just call me Andre.
I see. Let's agree. It's a pleasure to meet you, Master Andre.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well. Okay. Are there any... Is there like a storage or something that the old master used to keep here?
I fear he kept most of his research materials in his office. As for any foodstuffs and more mundane supplies, I do believe you've already seen our warehouse.
See. Did he have anything precious? Anything more important? Items of interest? Did he keep those all in the research area as well?
I believe his most precious possession is in your hands now.
I see. Thank you.
Of course. Anything else I may do to help?
Not that I know of. How about you, Rayla?
No, I'm okay. I don't know if Mavis covered it, but if we're gonna stay here, we need to do something about those worms.
I can do something about him.
Is that like a new trick you have or something?
Something like that. But first, I'd like to make full use of seeing things. And he moves much, much slower. But he's gonna walk over here and try to open
Yeah,
this
Rayla's
door.
gonna very cautiously follow you so you don't like faint or die or something.
That's funny. Yeah, you walk over there, pushing open the smaller door, and you've looped back around.
Okay. I'd like to try opening this one before I, stop searching.
Your son, does Rayla help?
Yeah, she'll help.
The two of you, pushing strongly against the door, open it, revealing a pathway with a big gray button at the end.
That makes sense.
The shape is alluring. It draws your mind.
That's a good point. I got a no. Well, that's all I got. I don't really see any hidden entrances or anything. Unless we want to go to the way out and maybe there's something there, but that would be a weird place to hide a secret thing. Or, actually no, that would be a pretty good place to put it. You wouldn't expect it to be there.
Maybe. You're not interested in the button at all? I'm kind of surprised.
Well, one of those buttons is the thing that opened up the floor.
Oh. This is such an odd place. Yeah, okay. I guess that's it.
Well, I'm gonna kick myself if I don't do it. He's gonna move to this last door and open it.
You do so, revealing another hallway.
Whoa!
Another door.
Yeah.
Whoa!
And I'm gonna open this door again. As he at this point, he's not even like opening it. He's kind of just putting his whole body weight on the door.
Okay, you're just pushing yourself.
Yeah, just as himself, not even just using his arms.
It takes you a good time to get those doors open. You are quite weak at this point. You're really doing your best. You push it, and you reveal the entrance, or the exit. Ahead, you can see the two gigantic doors that you saw before, slammed shut.
Okay. I don't see anything. Ugh. Alright. That's it.
Yeah, are you satisfied?
Yeah.
Okay, well, do you want to sit down? Or do you want to go do that thing with the worms first?
We should take care of the worms first.
Bella's like squinting at you. Like she's like, you're. She doesn't buy that you're okay at all, but she's like, okay, sure. Are you gonna be okay to walk there?
I can still walk. Kind of. Gonna try to open another door.
Before you try doing that, Rayla's just gonna get in front of you and open it herself.
he literally can't stop you. So
All right, really goes ahead and opens it. Andre, as Rayla passes ahead of you, there's something that catches your attention in her hair. You've seen it with your own eyes, now that you can see much more. And the hair is almost like a palpitation, a beat, a dance. It's enticing. And just for a brief moment, you're taken with a fancy to snap your fingers. Rayla, you open the door with ease, revealing the way to the pantry.
weird. Oh, I need to go grab my bag. He's gonna. Are these doors still? Are these closed or are they opened?
You're right. The doors do stay open if you don't close them.
I don't know
This
because
one is not-
I remember some doors closing behind us.
Did we ever use this door? We used this door, didn't we?
Yeah, this door here is shut.
I could use a little help getting back to everything.
Oh, yeah, I can help you. Rayla will just open door number 1 and then door number 2.
All right.
You do so.
For the sake of brevity, I'm just gonna
Exactly.
have him go grab his bag full of his things. Mostly, he just wants a short bow. Okay. Now let's go back, and he's gonna slowly but surely walk all the way through here. Kind of like whenever the walls are really close, he's kind of like leaning on them.
Oh boy.
Ugh, this is the worst.
And as you go back, there you're face to face with Mavis, who appeared to be on the way to come to you guys.
Hi.
There's something odd about her right now. Behind her is Sanek, and Andre, you can see that she's a bit different from before. The wriggling masses at her fingertips have become much more active, and one of them lays far, far behind her. Behind the door, through it, and downwards. It dances frantically.
You okay?
There is no response. She eyes that you don't quite recognize.
Should have known. Okay. Rayla, back up.
Huh? What are you...
Back up.
Rayla will back up.
All right. Are we really doing this, Mavis, now? Ugh, this is the worst.
I'm back. What's happening?
Andre, you can see the tether still dancing. Mavis's eyes flash back. At least one of them does. To one you recognize. It's Mavis's. The other one still rotten from the inside. Like an egg left to waste for months and months.
Andre has a short bow drawn, and then he's like, "Hey, you there?"
Is Senex still here?
Yes, he's behind you.
Oh, Andre, Rayla, I need you to... Are you pointing that at me?
Yeah.
What do I see right now?
You see Andre, his eyes lined with yellow. His face and his overall demeanor is absolutely exhausted. He's having trouble even pulling up his short bow. But he seems quite certain of himself. There's something in his eyes, in his mouth. He doesn't even seem to quite realize it himself, but his eyes seem almost playful, like a dog hunting a rabbit. Rayla behind him seems a bit confused.
If he put that down. Coming to get you guys.
All right. He puts the bow up. Next time, don't act all creepy and stuff.
Talking about.
You standing there menacingly, didn't respond to anything I said, unless you look different, but I don't think Rayla can tell that.
I blink and you guys are here. I have no idea what you're talking about.
See, that's the that little thing.
Sonic, did you see anything?
Well, you blanked out for a moment. Miss, should I still call you Morgan, or I'm gonna go by Mavis? Anyhow, you blanked out for a moment. You were
Mavis.
ahead of me, and I didn't want to push you, so I waited a few moments.
Appreciate that, and I'm sorry. Anyway, you guys should come into here. My magic wasn't enough to get rid of the worm. To do.
All right, Andre will go. Also, I do remember, I forgot where I put it, but I figured out that the name that we thought Rayla's fake name, apparently it wasn't. It was something else.
What?
Yeah,
What?
I gotta.
It wasn't Evelyn?
It wasn't Elvillain. It was something else, but I don't remember where I put it, or if it was because it was while I was listening to the sessions and the recording. But the fake name that she chose was not Evelyn.
I can't even imagine what name I chose then.
I forgot where it was.
Did I just have multiple fake names?
Yeah.
Was it Antoinette?
No, it might have started with a V.
Vendetta?
Vivian?
Vivian is the first name I thought of.
It was. It was something. I forgot what it was.
Wait, I think I might remember.
I might have to try and find it again, but I remember specifically being like, "Oh, that's really bad."
Vela.
I'll look into
You
it.
know, I have another D&D character. Her name is Shayla, and I have like a stroke every time I say her name.
That's really funny. You like go alphabetically trying every letter for Ayla until you find one you like.
It was an accident. I didn't mean to make her an Ayla. It just happened.
Got an Ayla, you've got a Bela, you got a Kayla, got a Dayla.
Yeah. All right. So,
Anyhow, Mavis moves back and Andre Sinek follows her. He's a little bit worried. You, Andre, see where the tether was leading to. Down there, each of the small regulars that you saw before, they're all part of one greater mass. It's sleeping, it seems. At least for now.
This was not like this before.
Mavis, to you, it just looks the same as before.
Wait, it does?
Yep. There's only a few small little regulars. Only Andre sees it this way. For the record, also, Andre, the floor, the walls, the ceiling are still coated with wounds that ooze with a pustulant, viscous blood.
Blood? Like red?
I mean, for Andre, it's purple.
Oh.
You, Mavis, don't see it. Nor
Okay.
does Rayla. Only Andre with his magic eyes.
okay. He draws an arrow and goes, "We call upon the horned axe, who watches over all thresholds." And he takes a shot.
You do? Um, yeah. You aim for one of the smaller worms. The arrow pierces, and from within, it starts to bleed. The same purple that you saw of each of the walls and each of the floors. And it disappears completely. The other worms seem to have taken notice, and they're a bit distressed. What do you do?
You just slowly, like, at first it was just kind of seems like out of laziness, but now it just seems kind of like instead of like an exhausted look, it's more like a cold expression as he just one and like one after another, just draws another arrow, notches it, repeats the words, and then shoots again.
See? You do it over and over again until there remain none. Your tone does indeed grow colder each time you say it. To you, Mavis, each time one of them dies, you can feel it inside of you. It's like you lost a strand of hair. And it's like one of your fingers left you. It hurts. Not enough to deal any actual damage, but you know, it is you that's dying down there. And soon, there remain none. As all the worms are dealt with before they wake up. What do you do?
There. He's gonna use Mage Hand to try to get his arrows back.
That's funny. Yeah, you do so. They
What
are
was
all
it?
pristine clean. There's no blood. There's no remnants. Sorry, go ahead, Yash. What were you saying?
Nothing. Never mind.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I've literally never picked up an arrow after a battle before.
That's okay.
It's implied.
Yeah, I remember at the beginning you said you don't gotta do that, and then I never thought about it again.
Listen, some of the stuff is boring, you know?
Yeah.
Like I don't need you guys to roleplay going to the bathroom.
Okay, but what if I want to roleplay baking bread?
Okay, but that's different. Bread is cool. Anyhow, what do you do?
Oh, well, that's it for him.
You see, like, Mavis is, like, kind of hunched over and has just one hand to her stomach. And is, like... Actually, since there's no breath, you just see her, like... Maybe her hands, like, spasming every now and then.
Maybe you need to eat something. I don't know, this is new territory.
Andre, I felt that.
I guess that makes sense.
I felt that.
Oh, as in every arrow? Well, sorry about that.
I'm glad you did. There was, like, food in that pantry earlier, right?
There's a
Yeah, there was.
there's a table
Okay.
filled with food.
I think I'm gonna just eat that and meditate somewhere.
Mavis goes away. It doesn't take Andre's prowesses of perception to see that she's shaking. There's something about her that feels almost gangly as she walks away. And you said you walked to the pantry, is that correct?
Yeah.
All right. What ham?
Mm-hmm.
Around you, you can feel something stirring from deep within your stomach. Not where it usually comes from. A new place this time. As all around you, you're surrounded by foodstuffs, breads, berries, wines, waters. There's a great variety of product, and they all seem so delicious. All of them belong great in the pit of your belly. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just gonna pick up bread and berries, I guess. Until I stop shaking, yeah.
Alright. It's been a long time since you've eaten food that you actually taste. This tastes wonderful. And we'll be back to you. Andre, really? What you doing?
Oh, I just realized I'm so stupid. The undead I felt before, that was Mavis, wasn't it?
I didn't mention it. You felt 2 undeads.
Oh. Wait. Okay. Alright.
I forgot that it would also respond to Mavis.
Okay, I was like, wait, am I this dumb? I was like, oh, I wonder who this undead is.
The undead goose?
Could be anywhere.
It could be any of us.
Was it just undead that I got from Mavis?
Yes.
Okay.
If you want to use the did it hurt when you fell from heaven, I could say celestial, but I don't know if you're trying to get your flirt on right now. Might not be the best moment.
The main thing I've been trying to think of is whether I can use Divine Smite with my fists or not.
Yes.
Sick.
Technically, you can't by raw, but yes.
Yeah.
you can.
I actually did a lot of research into it. Like, the guy was like, it wasn't a balanced change. Or a balanced decision, which is weird, but whatever. But I'm good to know, even though I can't hit anything with my fists to save my life. It'll be something to keep in mind. Maybe if some normal guy really gets on my bad side, I can just punch him and then obliterate him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want the Divine Smite non-lethally. How?
Non-lethally.
The divine energy flows through him and paralyzes him instead. Okay.
Alright. Well, Sinek, you should probably get out of here as fast as you can.
Yes, I see that. I believe Morgan mentioned something about a pantry. You won't mind if I take some there as resources before I set out, do you?
Of course. Go for it.
Okay, great. You have a wonderful day, and thank you for freeing me.
Oh, you should... He hands the thing back to him. Are you sure you want us to still take this, or...?
Oh, no, thank you very much. I'll deliver it myself, since I have the ability to.
Okay.
He seems, a bit shaken. A teensy bit. As he walks away backwards, keeping eyesight on the both of you.
And one more thing.
Yes?
If you could do us a favor and just not tell anyone that you saw us, I'd really appreciate it.
Of course. Don't worry, I'll just tell them I took an extended vacation in the mountains. People like me are always known for eccentric hobbies.
Well, thank you.
Well, goodbye.
Goodbye.
And he takes small, hurried steps as he closes the door behind you.
Always with the doors.
You're just kind of like flopping around as you walk. Do you want to lean on me while we go back there?
I'll be okay.
You're always gonna be okay. Do you want help?
I'm alive.
But what if we made living a little bit easier for you? And if you, like, Rayla's gonna get closer to you, and if you let her, she'll put like her arm around your shoulder to like let you lean on her.
Andre realizes that this is a fight he cannot win, so he's like, okay. He's like, arguing would be way too exhausting. Fine, thanks.
No worries. We'll head back to the pantry. Do you want to eat anything before you knock out, presumably?
Sure.
And we go to the pantry.
You make your way to the pantry, where you see Sinek has grabbed one of the bags and is filling it up with a good bit of bread, and he's grabbed a hold of a tankard, filled it with one of the barrels of water. And you can see that Mavis is doing something you've never really seen her before. A handful after a handful, she's shoving berries into her mouth. She must have crammed an entire loaf of bread in there as well. You can see there's quite a few crumbs on the ground. Has she eaten?
This must be a horrific sight, because I still have the true sight on right now. This must look really disturbing, huh?
You guys just, I don't have cool vision. You guys just see weird shit.
This isn't cool. This is like...
To you, Andre, it looks like the food itself grows rotten from inside as it vanishes into more and more worms as Mavis eats them.
You might not want to do that.
What?
You're kind of just making more worms.
What?
The food you eat.
But I'm starving.
And I can't stop you, so... He's gonna look around. About how much food has she eaten?
Not that much. It was one big bowl of berries and a loaf of bread. There's a good bit more. Probably about the equivalent of one full meal. A good bit of berries.
And you're still starving? Just a question.
I mean, I'm hungry. Oh. My stomach still hurts.
Do as you please. I think you're eating for more than one.
Mavis's eyes go very wide. She looks down at her stomach, drops the plate, and walks away.
Mavis' pregnancy arc?
Die.
That's what this is fucking turning into.
That's
I
a
don't
weird
know.
fucking fan fiction. I hate this.
Man, I wanna die.
That's strange.
You're already dead.
Death sequel? Do it again.
Hey, just saying, Divine Smite, I get 1 extra D8 for undead.
Funny.
Wait, did you look that up just in case you needed to hit me?
No, that's just a thing. I
Okay.
just know Divine Smite does that.
Alright.
It doesn't do that on undead, it does it for fiends.
Is it just fiends? Hold up.
Yep.
Where is it?
Fiends.
I have my features is too cluttered, man. I like
There's-
scroll through it and I'm like,
It's disgusting. It makes me want to puke.
It says undead or fiends.
Oh, really? I thought it was just... Okay, never mind. I apologize.
Yeah, he's gonna go. Well, I mean, maybe she's not eating for multiple things, but because the food kind of turned into the worms. I don't know.
It really just felt like she was eating.
You guys talk about so many things you see, and I don't get to see any of these things.
You wouldn't want to.
You don't get to decide that for me.
That's fair, but I wouldn't recommend it.
That's also fair.
Mavis is just gonna flop down on Kyan's bed.
Isn't
Like,
that all
face
this stuff?
You do so. There's a lot of space on the bed.
Yeah.
You take a fraction of it.
Yeah, here, I'll...
You close the door.
Nope.
Okay. And what do you
Flop
do? You
face
just
down.
okay. You getting you get some sleep.
Yeah, she's doing the trance thing. So weird. Yeah, it is described as a trance.
Yeah, we support you.
She's doing her daily mantras. The worms in you, they're not you. The worms are
You yeah, you do that. It's okay. It's the hormone stuff.
Yeah, like, Andre really doesn't want to like describe because it's like, wow, this is what I see with true sight, like the true see, like, that's really rough.
Does he feel better about himself at least?
Feel better? No.
Well, like you're at least definitely human.
Yeah.
That's a win, I guess.
Okay, I'm gonna try to pass out. Actually, I won't need to try.
Oh.
Yeah, go for it.
Just gonna go walk all the way back. Just over here. And over here. And over here. And then decide it's probably for the best if he doesn't sleep next to that. Gonna move back. Over here. Into here. And then he's gonna put his bedroll down. And then he's gonna fall down.
Yeah, what a fucking nerd. You got a gigantic, like, god-sized bed over there, and he's just
He's
like,
not gonna be able to sleep next to Mavis if that's what he like. If that's what his perception is of her right now. No.
It's exceedingly fair. That's yeah, that's very fair.
Like if he can hear it too. No.
Okay, you do that. How about Rayla?
Mm. Hmm. Like, in this, like, this is like a kitchen, right? Like, can she cook in here?
There is one surface. One of the shelves underneath here is packed with what appears to be a hard metallic surface where you could. There's a few knives strung on above that. And above those are where the plates and the flasks all are. Yeah, you could cook.
Yeah. She's gonna, I don't know what ingredients are in here, but if she can, she's gonna make soup for herself. It's been a hard day.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. The underneath the surface itself, there's an odd rock. It looks perfectly spherical, and it emits a good bit of heat. So using that, you can make yourself some good soup. As for ingredients in here, there's a few vegetables, there's some cheeses, there's bread, and there's a few berries.
Then yeah, she she will do that. And while she's making her stuff, she'll like probably pull out her bow and just, I don't know, say hi.
Hello, Rayla.
So, what did you think of that experience?
It certainly happened. Your well, firstly, your marksmanship has really improved. You shot that giant very nicely.
It has, hasn't it? I'm very happy with how much I've improved.
Of course, you've become quite deadly. I think you may be the best archer I've seen.
You can count yourself out just because you're a little bit counted out right now.
Yes, I would have issues pulling a bow, but at least I can be the bow. So at least there's that. As for your friend, I'm not sure if you've noticed, he could see me.
I had a feeling, yeah.
He didn't seem to mind.
They're both kind of odd and they both have their own things going on.
I suppose we all are.
It was forever ago, but you said that you could take me back to that place. The one with like all the dancing and the beat. Can we still do that?
Yes, that I can do that. It will take me a moment. I think that's where that other me is that I mentioned, if you'll remember.
I do remember.
Yes, if you'll give me a moment, I should be able to bring us back. Why is it you want to go back there?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with you, and it feels wrong that I'm the one who gets to be out here and doing all this, and you're stuck in some weird bow dimension.
She lets out a low chuckle. Thank you, Rayla. I'm happy to see you want to help. If you think there's any answers to be found, going back there, I'll happily lead us back.
And maybe, I don't know. Then let's do it.
Okay. Do you want to get comfortable somewhere before we do this? I don't think the floor is going to be so hygienic.
Brianna's gonna put aside her soup. I hope. Is it done?
It is done. It smells very good. If you want to
Yeah.
roll for it, you can.
Hmm?
If you want to roll for how good the soup is, you can.
How good her soup is.
You are proficient in chef's tools.
That is true. I think she'll probably just set it aside. The other two can eat it later. I don't know if the other one should, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then she'll go to the bed and lay down.
Alright. You do so. Are you next to Mavis? Are you cuddle up?
We don't touch people without their consent, so she'll just go to the other side of the bed.
Alright. So, like, here?
Oh, I love how awkward the room is. Everyone's so far from each other. It's so great.
I'm just respecting boundaries. You're a hater.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so you get comfortable on the pillows. As you enter, you do see that Andre is lying on the ground on his bedroll, very much passed out. Mavis herself, it's a good thing she doesn't breathe, because otherwise she might be suffocating on the bed itself as she is face down against it.
She like sleeps like a cat. It's great.
And you fall asleep?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. We'll start with you. As you yourself feel yourself drifting away, you find yourself in a not unfamiliar place. Surrounding you are rings after rings after rings of people, things, dancing. The closer it gets to the center, the less humanoid they get. Stretched, arms covered with thick fur, long claws, the heads shortening, the necks disappearing, until there's nothing above the shoulders, or what would be shoulders. The waist broadens, the legs fold and become arms, and they dance, all to the rhythm, in the centermost ring. The things are replaced with motes, echoes of fire, leashed ones, all dancing around an ember shell of crystal. You feel yourself energized, more powerful. You dance. Looking down, you see that the fur you saw before seems to have progressed. And you're now much closer to being one of those covered humanoids than you were before. What do you do?
Hmm. I guess she'll just look around and see if there's any being that looks like Myra.
That what?
Looks like Mira. Look, she's gonna look for someone who might look like her sister. Period.
You look around, but you can't find anyone like Mira. You catch a reflection in one of the people behind you's eyes. A half-orc with a green skin and powerful muscles, dancing, arms flailing. And in the reflection of their eyes, you see Mira looking at them. She gazes back to you as you gaze into her.
Maybe I'll just say, hey, can you hear me? Or can you speak, I guess?
Say out the words. It feels like they're covered by the rhythm, by the beat, ceaseless. It's not sure that anybody could actually hear it, but she replies, and she seems quite a bit shocked. Rayla? Is that you?
Yeah.
Her voice is much more coarse than you remember. Almost feels parched. What are you doing here? This place is dangerous for you. You shouldn't be here. This is wrong.
You're still here, wherever this is.
Yes, I'm here, so you're not. So none of you are.
I don't know what that means. What do you mean I would be here instead?
No, not what they said. And she seems to almost churn in on herself as she begins to talk to herself, lost in her own thoughts. This is very different from the Mira you've been walking around with. It must be. No. Did they lie? This isn't right.
What are you talking about? Did you make some deal or something? You know there's another version of you, right?
There's another version of me? Where? How?
You don't know about that? Yeah. I don't get why you're being like this. Yeah, in my bow.
In your bow.
In my bow. She knows about you.
Is that what that feeling was? She looks lost in thought for a moment, and you feel yourself drawn further into the beat. Your dance deepens, your steps become clearer, your breaths into rhythm as well. You feel yourself slipping in, and a strong force pulling you back out. The force is forceful and lacks a little bit in kindness. This is wrong. You need to get out of here before you can't.
I want an answer. The other version of you said that her other self was stuck somewhere in the west or near our home. Are you somewhere on, I don't know, our planet or plane?
I don't know. The last place I went was the cave. I can't stop you from where I am. If you do go there, be careful. And don't. She looks at you very clearly, harshly even. Go there alone.
Okay, I won't.
For a moment, you feel yourself being again pulled into the beat. Your steps flail, and the force yanks you again. A force you recognize by now as Mira's. Do you do anything as you begin to be pulled out of that dream?
No, she'll let herself be pulled out.
I see. Let yourself be pulled out. And we'll switch over to Mavis.
Even.
Oh. Joy of
You sound-
joys.
You sound so excited.
I'm so excited. Unbelievably excited. I wonder who could possibly want to communicate with me
But you're not
at
excited
this
about that?
exact point in time.
Time has run out.
Yes, it has.
This time you can also see him instead of just hearing. He's lounging on one of these long chairs, and he seems very content with himself.
Does he have like a fucking glass of scotch or something too? Is he wearing fuzzy slippers and a bathrobe?
He is not, but he is dressed rather lightly with swimwear.
Ugh.
Well,
Ugh.
I hate this even more now.
I think I know what that means.
He's not naked.
No, I think that means he's at a place with water. That's just above
Mhm.
game. It's like,
Yeah.
seems he's made it.
Have you realized what will happen?
I mean, I have a theory.
Go on. Tell me.
How destroyed are the cities?
Much? Not yet.
How big did they get?
I think you mean, how big have they gotten so far? Right now, it will take them about maybe a week to destroy a city like New Orne. That is, of course, if the birds don't intervene. But with all the ones you've placed everywhere, they'll have trouble putting every single one out of their misery.
This is what you wanted.
It is. I'm so happy that you so kindly agreed to help me. in my little project.
Aren't you part of the birds?
Oh, you've put that together, did you? Yes, I am. Of course, they don't know the whole story, do they?
You said you're doing this for some prophecy or something, right?
Yes. A prophecy written by no other than Amira Azara. Ah, she is one of the true mediums of this world. No one other than her. I've seen it quite like I have.
Version we ran into.
Hmm?
I said that version we ran into.
What do you mean?
Nothing. I saw pink and it reminded me of you.
Oh, really now? It must be one of my other selves. How many of them were there?
I don't know.
Oh,
How many times did you break yourself up?
it's not quite how that works, though I do appreciate your yes. Even I don't really know how many of me there are. They're
I'm,
not quite. No, go on.
I'm assuming they're not all like you.
Oh no, 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 no. They are not. Most of them are probably repulsed by what they truly are. But in the end, they will have no choice. They'll join me. As I always have.
But if they decide they're better?
They're better.
What if they decide they're better?
They're not. None of them ever will be. It's a beauty.
What are they?
What they are?
What have you done?
I. I should not tell you that quite just yet. No, no, no.
I mean, I'm sure it must have been something.
Indeed. That's something you'll have to find out.
You don't want to brag?
Sorry, repeat that?
I said you don't want to brag.
He gives you a
Sorry.
look. Really?
What? Usually at this point you're monologuing.
I do enjoy a good monologue.
Like
Well, I'm
some
not-
cheesy villain in a children's story.
Story do you think you're in right now?
Maybe a queer little tale. Not quite well known.
Let me turn you up. I don't know
About-
why I'm hearing you so low.
Sorry. In a land without women.
Well,
An infighting. And an election. Ruler gets overthrown. There's a rebellion.
I feel like you're mocking me.
Oh! No, never.
Oh, you're just great, aren't you?
Yeah,
Others would cower in remorse or regret at however many they've taken.
but I mean, that's the thing though. I don't blame myself. I mean, why would I? Yes, I might be the instrument for it, but it's at your will, isn't it?
No. No, it is not.
I mean, you can't convince me, sir. I'm just telling you that's what it is. You're the one. Again, you're following Amir Zara's prophecy, correct? You're using others for it because you can't do it yourself. You're gonna sit there and tell me I'm wrong?
Yes.
You don't. So you don't need anyone else outside of this except for yourself?
I don't need to do anything. All will happen as prophesized. But
You know,
I do enjoy seeing it quite up close.
really.
So much more delectable seeing it this way.
Why don't you come see it in person then?
You'll have to come and get me. Quite far away right now. I have to
You
deal
really-
with so many things right now, especially with all the hideous monsters you've unleashed upon my kind and benevolent population. I couldn't possibly leave them unarmed and fend to themselves, could I?
You really want me to answer that one, sir? You really expect me to believe you're not there out of convenience and nothing more?
Oh, you're great. He gets up from his long chair, his jacket.
Is there like a pool I
behind
can
him.
push him in?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Is there like a pool I can push him into?
No, there is no pool. At least, none that you can see. And he takes his himself, as well as his drink, that he takes a big, loud sip out of, and then loud.
You need an umbrella.
It would be nice. I'll leave you soon, Mavis.
Mm-hmm.
But one last thing. I've heard that you plan to go and seek remedy in Bethunde. Do me a service. Would you mind going to see some of your own cousins hidden away deep within the mountains? I feel like they'll do great with your help.
What do you mean?
What do you think?
I have no living family.
Oh, really now? I think you have quite a few family members, you. And I don't mean her. No, no, no. I've promised you that I wouldn't touch her just quite yet. I mean them.
And if I ignore this?
Well, nothing. They'll go on with their own goals, with their own lives. And whatever will happen will be out of your control. Entirely. Suppose that might be a relief for you. After all, you're just the utensil for the murder, aren't you? The blood isn't on your hands.
You know, you talk real big for someone that's just as much of an ant as I am.
Oh, do I now?
Please.
Well,
One day, you're gonna cross a line, and some aspect is gonna show you your place. Your own schemes might come against you. And
then let's see that day, Mavis Essany.
yes,
Let's see it. And please, make it interesting. Make it a day I'll never forget. Make it a day that will cast a shadow on all those years of peaceful normalcy. Make it one that shudders the earth itself. Won't you? For me.
Stab yourself in the dick.
Always a pleasure talking to you. Have a good one. Goodbye, honey. Love.
Watch out for any knives in your back.
Which one? Oh.
Oh.
And slowly, as he takes another long and hard sip of his drink, the world fades back into reality with a loud as you open your eyes and awaken once more, your stomach growling unceasingly. And Andre, it's now your turn.
Love that. Great.
This is gonna be
I mean, I knew this. I
so
knew
shit.
this. I knew this was happening because, like, the guy specifically was like, "The next time you sleep," and I'm like,
Okay, but I swear to God, that drink got me. That actually got me slightly upset. That last sip at the very end.
I canceled my noise canceller so you could hear it. I was
Now
drinking,
that's-
like half an inch away from my mic.
"Now that's
a good
OJ."
Right? Like, what was fucking apple juice?
No, it's just water.
Guys, if we live, all three of us, we have to beat the shit out of him
Yeah.
and have fucking margaritas. Do you understand?
I agree. He sucks. He should be on a watch list. He makes me so uncomfortable.
He is on the watch list. What are you talking about?
I that's fair.
I will. Yeah, I know. I want to shove this man off a cliff.
Yeah, we should beat the shit out of him
Oh,
with
yeah.
our hands.
Like, fill some socks with butter and just beat the shit out of him with them.
No, do it. Real. Next time we go, just shoot him. You. I will disguise you if need be.
Hey guys, I'm not really built to fight a high level caster right now.
Yeah, we're just gonna fucking shoot him. I don't. We're gonna
Assassin
make a
style.
gun. We're gonna get an arrow. We're gonna be 1,000 feet away. We're gonna build a mega arrow, and we're gonna shoot him in the forehead.
Make the
It's just
absolute
a ballistic
destruction
missile.
arrow or whatever.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
You give Rayla the word, she listens to you.
Yeah, and then we're gonna push him into the fucking ocean and let the sharks have him.
Well, like, what if he comes back? That's scary.
He does have other selves.
I hate other versions of him. I don't know what the fuck he did to his soul. He's like Voldemort right now.
Yeah.
If only the Horcrux were as useful as actually being their own like individual.
like,
selves.
what
It
if
would
we,
be
like-
so nice.
Also, what fuck? He's like, yeah, this is all at your hands. I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah, that's actually like the worst argument. That would
You
not hold
have
up
to
in court.
gaslight me into this.
Yeah, gaslighting. Gaslighting, guilt tripping, manipulating.
Girl,
Hey, stop talking about Mavis. We're supposed to be talking about the moose here.
How dare you?
Come on. You can't tell me
Okay.
Mavis isn't a gatekeep girl boss.
That's
cat-
true. She is the girl boss.
Yeah.
but yeah, no, he's gonna die.
Wow, you really dislike this guy. It's great.
Yeah, no, he's gonna die. Like maybe, because maybe so this man is like a chihuahua, right? He's like yapping and yapping and yapping, and it's so fucking annoying.
He does talk a lot.
You
doesn't he?
can't do anything about it.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh, this
Mavis
is
is patient.
This is really making me want to give you more vision of the moose. Just like, oh, he's just playing bowling to fuck with you.
If you want to be like, he's just constantly in the back of my head being, wow, nice shot whenever I miss something.
That would be so funny. He's got more important things to do, but that would be really funny.
That's why I'm like, you come here. You come here and you say this to my face.
Yeah, meet me behind the Denny's, bitch.
I don't care if I die here. That's
let's just take 5 minutes to kind of reset the vibe a little bit before Andre's thing, because it's gonna be a change.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's on theme, I think. Unless it's a different thing, which would make it
What
even
if
more
it's like
complicated.
actually like happy and shit, and it's
He's
not
never
just someone
happy.
being like.
Hey,
"You're
you
too
weren't
old
there
for
when I
death."
talked with that one guy. That one was pretty chill.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't there, that's true.
Do it.
He,
Call
he-
for
he's
the
pretty-
Ivory Dove. Call for my bro Death, and then it'll all be fine.
Yeah.
That was fun to death.
Yeah, living man, call for death. Things will work out great for you, I swear. Oh, anyway, what I
He
meant
knows
when I
me.
said, yeah, give me 5 minutes, I mean, like, I gotta go refill my water. I actually drained it with that sip.
Yeah, I figured. Go ahead.
That's awesome.
Actually, hold on. There's a little bit left here. Let me just for you, Dari.
Oh, dear God.
No,
Okay, well,
I could hear
I
the
turned off-
audio change, and I was like, no.
I put like my phone away from my ear. I was like, no.
really
He's
funny.
muted right now for me. What's up?
Anyway, I'll be back in a couple seconds.
Man, that's crazy.
Oh, why do I
That
have
is
the creepiest antagonist?
I mean, you chose to do the worm thing.
I didn't choose the moose.
Okay, but you chose the worm thing.
Just
Listen,
the worm thing. What do we know about Mirazara? I can't, like, I know we know about
Nothing.
her. I just don't know.
Nothing. Who the fuck is that?
yeah, I don't remember that name. What are you talking about?
What are you?
You guys don't remember that name?
There's so many
No.
names, and I'm terrible
Okay,
with
we-
them.
We've definitely heard of Mirazara before.
I'm sure we have, but what do you remember about it?
Is she not the one who did the original wound? No?
I don't know
Oh,
who did the
shit.
wound.
Or
Wait.
no, she was like fuck. No, she absolutely was
We have
brought
heard
up
that before. We have. Fuck.
Oh great, we're gonna have to meet the rest of my family, guys.
Hmm
You fam jam? Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. The rest of the traumatized orphans.
I hope they're doing okay.
Don't think they are.
I don't know. I gotta be hopeful.
Listen, my last image of Mavis's last image of them, they're all getting crushed to death.
That's not that good. That's fair. That's not good.
I hope they're doing okay. Just immediately, they're really not.
I don't. Part of like Mavis thinks like, oh, they're gonna hate her.
Why? Why can't you guys
They'll
be
not
home?
be happy because the whole wall crash caved in on them.
I'd be a little bit upset about that too, yeah.
No, we've definitely heard Mirazara before. Yeah, prophecy made from her. That's all I fucking have. Are you serious? No, we
That's
heard
all
about
you
her.
have?
No, we heard about her back in Nafa region. We heard about her at the same time we were dealing with the courts. Courts?
And the Kurtz?
Andre. Oh, Mavis's prophecy made from her. But I spelled it differently. Okay. Andre can like communicate with the shard, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
he doesn't know anything about the worms. That was after his time.
Okay, well. How do you feel about Thumbus?
I mean, he's there. He talks a lot, but
Not worried?
I mean, not much we can do, so. Andre just feels like doing anything against him, at least directly, is probably going to be a waste of time and what he wants.
Yeah.
So
Yep. Now he started using pet names, though. That's awful.
Yeah, that made me uncomfortable and unhappy and unpleased.
see, I think Mavis was the best for him person to do this to, because Andre would just he knows this type of stuff. He just wouldn't talk. He would just be like, okay, uh-huh. You just gotta not humor him, and then what is he gonna do?
In her mind, her saying you're wrong and you're not changing my mind. So sit down in your wrongness.
That was kind of funny.
No, but she'd rather him talk than not do anything. Because then she's like, alright, he's still into this. Like, this is still something he's doing. Does that
Fair.
make sense? Like, he's still involved in this scheme. He's not.
Mhm. That makes sense.
Okay, so he knows we're going to Bethende, and
He doesn't know about the shard, at least. At least he didn't
yeah, he
mention
has
it.
not mentioned the shard.
He is not, yeah.
But I don't think that's something he actively does himself. At least I think he's just trying to egg me on to doing it.
I wasn't on board necessarily back a dead god, but then I saw who killed him, and now I'm on his side. Shit, we should have slept in a white room.
The
We can
room,
do that.
these rooms are way too big to do that, I think.
But
Like-
he has like a barrel that's human size.
Oh.
Oh, okay. We
Like-
could do that.
Right?
Like, we just paint the barrel, and then we just carry the barrel around with us.
Or
I have come back.
Hello.
It's me. No, it's not. Okay. One day I'll get someone to answer back with the lyrics.
I don't remember that song very well.
did it not pick up?
Oh, Daria.
I'm so sad.
Oh, yeah. Did you answer it, Daria?
I did.
Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you. It's really sad it didn't pick up, but I really
Yeah.
appreciate it.
I would turn off the noise canceling, but then you would hear everything.
Okay. Take the loudest sip of your water you can. Revenge.
No, you would hear me breathing from like a good foot away.
That's intense.
Oh, that's a good idea. I should do that next time.
I would actually just mute you for the entire session.
It's like punishment.
Imagine just Mavis sees like a vegetable moose, just instantly blocks her, his fingers in him. Like la 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 la, I can't hear you.
Honestly, she might take Andre's advice and just not respond.
Like, that's what I was saying earlier when you weren't here, that it's like, this, like, Mavis was probably the best person that he would be able to get enjoyment out of this from, because, like,
Yeah.
Andre would just not talk to him.
Yeah.
He would just be like, cool, man. Is that it?
That would be so sad.
Man, but one of those thoughts that just keep happening is just, what if Mavis just dies? And she's like, dude, fuck this, not doing this guy's bidding.
Also, you dying
I
might
will
make things
die
worse.
knowing the one thing you do not, fuck you, and then like fall off a cliff. Like,
I feel like you dying would be bad.
would it?
I think, yeah.
Right? But like, if I'm dead, then there can't be the prophecy, right?
I think if you die, something bad might come out.
God, I'm like a timer bomb. It sucks.
You are a time bomb.
I'm
Yeah.
a time bomb.
You're a timer biological bomb too.
I'm a
Awesome.
I'm a literal bomb. We have a figurative and literal.
Yeah. Double just walking napalm.
Ugh.
Okay. I mean, blow my nose and we can get back to it. Also, if anybody was wondering where I stole most of the campaign ideas from, like you've got that logo right in front of you.
Oh my god, is this it?
Yeah. Like with a name like Cultist Simulator, you'd think it's pretty bad, but it's actually really good.
Cool. I will avoid any content of that.
Yep.
Oh,
You won't have a hard time. It's a very little known game.
I think I heard of it, but I never like looked into it.
Probably through me.
I forgot. No, I saw a trailer. It might have been at like it was either like on like a like a Nintendo Direct or like one of those type of things where I saw it on for a bit, but I was like, it doesn't look like my thing, so I didn't really do much with it.
It's pretty good.
But
Anyway,
I
let
don't
me go blow
remember.
my nose and we can start.
Yeah, you do that.
There we go. I really thought about coming back early just so I could make a blow joke.
I'm gonna unmute just so it's not silent after you said that.
Wow.
I just don't know what to say to that.
Right?
I don't know what's up with me with that today. Like I hung out with Moon for a couple of hours earlier, and it was just like so cum heavy. I don't know what's happening.
I don't know what that means. You just say these words.
Well, yes, exactly. I said these things. If I sent you like screenshots of that combo, you would be horrified, all three of you. I feel like that's the type of conversation Daria has with her friends.
No.
No.
You don't even know what it is. No, I can see it.
No, we don't talk about cum.
It's not about. It wasn't about cum.
I don't know, you said that it was.
God, you just don't appreciate the appeal of the new Genshin Impact character.
Oh, is that the one
wait.
on her profile?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Listen,
I don't know, I just know I have a cousin with that name.
your
Really?
cousin-
Sick.
Or it's like very close to it.
Is your cousin as hot as that character?
No.
Ah, that's a shame. But that character can get it. The other one that is gay for him too. Like that one can get it too. They're both pretty hot.
I got know nothing about Sumeru.
Have you been avoiding it?
I just no, I was like when I heard it was coming out, I was genuinely like I cannot wait for how much they're gonna get wrong and how much they're gonna whitewash.
That's
I was serious. I'm serious. I'm like, bring me all of the cliches. Give me all the belly dancers.
Oh,
Give me it
God.
all.
That's what they did. I think the belly dancer is the only one that's not like completely white.
No. Oh no.
The only ones
I'm
are
ready.
really white boys. Like I
It's
think
just really
they
funny
made
because my attitude towards it. I talked to a fan. They're like, "You're not offended by this at all," and I'm like, "I don't know why any of you expected anything different."
that's always what it's gonna be.
Like it's China. They don't know what's not white.
They also don't really like people of color.
Exactly. They're not gonna fucking do it.
What do you mean? They love black people. They made that one rock singer black.
What?
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 In Genshin, there's like that one rock star. You know the one? No?
No, I don't know Genshin.
There's a black character in Genshin?
Well, she's not black. Hold on, I don't know what her name is. Rockstar?
It's like, listen, bro. The reason,
Okay,
like,
yeah,
it,
there you
it's
go.
so,
It's a cheesy version, but
it's really so
Are we?
strangely
Like-
so deep rooted that it affected Star Wars. Like the sequels is how like much they do not like black people.
Yeah.
God, always get so upset about that.
You have no idea. I loved Finn
What?
so much
Finn was such a
Ugh.
good character. He should have been the
Wait,
main.
what are
So
you
much
talking about?
potential.
because China had such a big kind of stake in like, you know, like the audience of like Star Wars and all that. They kind of
Oh,
moved
yeah.
Finn out of the story. Like they even took him out
Yeah.
of a poster in China because you know.
Yeah.
That's so sucky. He had such a compelling character, and like the
Loved
actor
Luke.
was so excited to be in the franchise. It's just so sad.
such a shame. Anyhow, we'll take back as Andre, you begin to fall asleep. Shut up. See, magnificent transition. I don't want to hear a word.
Yeah, go ahead.
As Andre, you begin to fall asleep. You feel a heat rising through the bottom of your stomach. It rises and rises and rises. And it keeps on going. It keeps on spreading. As you, Mavis, and you, Rayla, come back to the mortal world from your own experiences, some more pleasant than the other. You feel it too. It goes up and up and up. And Andre, you see yourself above the creature. It's a head. Just a head. No body. Not anything. It's far, far below you. Out in the distance, you see 2 points. One seems to be an orchard of such. You can see one tree glimmering. And the other appears to be a lodge of some kind. Out on a veranda, you can see a woman. The precise details of her figure are hard to make out. And beyond all of that is a pale maze, where you can see countless white shadows banging against a wall, soundlessly, wordlessly. Mavis and Rayla. The heat continues to rise. You feel almost like it's going to envelop you. It's going to consume you. You've been thrown in a brazier that will not stop until it has consumed all of you. Do you do anything?
Really, I think we need to leave.
Yeah, if you think that's the right call.
He should be fine, right?
It's his vision.
Yeah, and I'll walk out of the room at least, if possible.
All right, you walk out of the room slowly. Each step takes instant, and you feel a strand of magic going further and further away from you with each step you take. You push against the heavy door, and you may leave now if you wish.
Actually, well, am I getting harmed by the heat, or is it just oppressive?
It's really hot. It's oppressive. You're not catching on fire or anything like that, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, like I'm not like actually being harmed right now.
No, but it feels like you're in an oven. You can see the faint streaks, the distortions of the air being warmed, like on top of a campfire.
Rayla is gonna start to slowly make her way out of the room as well.
Alright. So both Mavis and Rayla leave?
Yeah.
Okay. You close the door behind you, entering the laboratory once more. Andre, you remain alone as you watch over the scenery. As you watch over the paths that lay ahead of you. What do you do?
That's a lot. So, there's Scary Labyrinth.
Yep.
There's an orchard. Orchard, not orchid.
Orchard.
Orchard. Was the woman in the orchard, or is she a different thing?
The woman was not in the orchard. She was on a building that is separate from it.
Okay.
She seemed to be out on a veranda of sorts.
And then there was a head.
Yep. The head itself is right underneath you.
Is there like any other floor, or is it that's the only like
What do you mean?
like am I standing on the head, or is there like
No, you're not on the head.
okay. I was like, is this my only like island?
The place you are, it feels almost like you've entered a house through a window. You're above. You can see it. There is floor everywhere.
Alright. Person on the building seems like they won't be the most cryptic. So it's gonna go that way.
I see. You jump off your pedestal and head towards the lodge. The head watches you as you take each step further and further away from it. Eventually, you arrive at the lodge. It's a sumptuous building. Some words echo distinctly in your mind. Not like someone is uttering them to you for the first time, but like your memory itself is bringing them back to you. Something you forgot long, long ago. The Lodge of the Sage Knight. As you approach the veranda, the woman, that now comes into much greater detail. You can see that she's wearing a full dress of purple. There's no frills, it's simple, elegant, stern. It goes all the way down to her ankles, and she wears prim and proper shoes. black and shined. Her face, as with her attire, is rather terse, not unfriendly, however. She sports small glasses, and her head, or rather, her hair, is tied all in a bun, with 2 needles at the back of them. Now let a few strands go behind her back. She waves at you. Hello.
Hi. I'm Andre.
Well, look at that, and you can talk too. That's not so often I see that.
Uh, what do you mean?
Oh? You don't know?
N-
Each of the gates have their own limitations. The White Gates is speech. I'm curious how we got here. Oh well, I'm not one to talk. I've had my ways as well. And she gives you a bit of a wink. She gestures to a seat available next to hers, with a small cup of tea laid next to it. Fuming. Go on, take a seat. Let's have a talk.
Okay. He goes and takes a seat. This doesn't look like the person he met a while ago, right?
No, it is not.
Okay.
This is very
scarily similar. Well, the situation. Like he's gonna take a seat and go. So who might you be?
Oh, I've gone by many names. I'll tell you one. That, yeah, that's the name you might know me more as. My name is, Theresa. Theresa Galmier. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Wait. The author?
Oh, you know me.
Yeah,
Right.
I have your book. Well, you're alive?
You do? Well, alive is a stretch. Anyone who passes the White Gate is very much dead. Usually. But I'm definitely still existing. As for you, who might you be?
Well, I'm past your time, I believe. Andre Timmer is my full name.
Andre Timmer. Why does that sound familiar?
Familiar?
Anyhow, maybe it'll come back to memory. But you say, you say my books have procured. What, how long has it been since they've been published?
Wasn't able to figure out exactly, but if I remember right, it was like 50 years or something like that.
Oh, not so far. How about dear Christopher? Is he still out there putting out his works?
Christopher.
Yes.
I don't believe I've heard that name, but if you don't know, your writings have been outlawed.
Well, that's only to be expected. Small minds will always differ on the details. Especially the important ones.
Taking it pretty well.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I didn't quite catch it.
You seem to be taking it pretty well.
Of course. Those books were never published with the intention of bringing me back fame. That'd be a ridiculous intent for anyone truly wishing to understand the inner workings of the world. I just suppose some of the monks have shown themselves to be less than reasonable there.
Where exactly?
Oh, and their pursuits. Some, like myself, stick to the hours of reasoning, like the lantern or knock. Even that of edge are more than palatable. Whereas many others devote themselves to the passion, the hours of the grail, the heart, the moth. Of course, both are needed for anyone who wishes to make the ascent. One wishes to understand them, devoting themselves to their reason, It's quite natural.
The ascent?
Oh, I think that's quite beyond you. Don't worry about it.
Okay, you can't just mention something like that. That sounds
Of course I
crazy.
can. I just did.
Okay, you did, but it's kind of rude to not explain, at least like a simple way at least.
Well, how about this? I'll propose to you a challenge. Before I do, I'd like you to tell me, which way did you come here from? Did you rise from the woods? Or did you fall from the stag door?
Well, I've had a couple of these. One was through the forest.
Would it be the woods?
Fell through the stag door. Okay, I didn't have any falling sensation, right?
Any what?
Like like that I don't know how to explain it. Like in a roller coaster when it starts going down. Like you really like feel it going down, like that kind
Your
of
stomach dropping.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like I didn't
When you jumped from on high, at first, just a few minutes ago,
Okay.
it felt a bit like that.
Yeah, so I guess I came through the door this time.
Oh, fantastic! I won't ask how you managed to go there instead of from the white door. As I said before, we all have our little secrets. And she gives you a wink.
What if I told you I have no idea how I really end up here?
I would believe you.
Well, at least this time.
Hmm?
The other time we had the substance that you put on the walls.
At the Refulgen, most likely. Yes?
Sounds right.
Aspects of Lantern? The white stains your eyes even as you wake up?
Yeah, that.
Yes. It's usually reserved for novice apprentices, so I assume you're a self-taught. Now, that does make my newfound challenge rather pointless, but here, let's have it. I'll tell you more about the ascent, if you can tell me what your answer for the stag door's riddle was.
I don't remember hearing it. I'm trying to process everything. Sorry, my brain's behind.
It's not Gordon.
Did I hear a riddle? Because I remember hearing words, but there's a lot. Maybe that's the point, as I didn't hear one. What was it? I don't think I really had one.
Well,
what is
anyone
the
that knows.
riddle?
No, sorry, go ahead.
What exactly is the riddle? Was I supposed to answer a riddle?
Of course. Before Gerby lets anybody pass beyond his gate, they need to answer one of his riddles. And only after then may they be counted among the know.
Oh, who is this one? What does he look like?
Sure, you recognize him. He's gone rather ahead of himself.
Oh.
She gives you a bit of a look.
I kind of just walked away from him.
Certainly not a sight he sees every day. Or every year, as a matter of fact. Really?
Do I have...
People rarely walk away.
Should I go back and do... I didn't realize.
Now, I think it might be a little bit too late. You're a novice, aren't you? I don't think you'll be able to stay here so long. Why don't we simply enjoy your time together while you're here? And she takes a bit of a sip of her teacup.
Well, Sure, I really didn't think I'd meet you just because, it's been so long.
Of course. Here, how's this? Do you have any questions regarding my work? I'll answer so long as you pose reasonable questions.
Do you know anything? Well, do you know who made the greatest wound? Or she who inflicted the greatest wound?
My. You've dug quite deep for a novice, haven't you? And she gives a bit of a chuckle as she's clearly taken aback. My, even some long fear invoking the knowledge of the gods from stone. You just dug in straight in. Could it be you're one of their proteges?
I would say I have a bit of a shortcut. Do I have my things on me?
Currently, no. Not even the shard of the flint.
I guess I can. Someone referred to him as the father.
Tell me more. Father be located of yours. And she gives you an interested look.
I have.
It's been so very long since I've left here.
I have pieces of him. He's some. I think most people would just refer to it as the Flint.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I understand what you're referring to. I believe back then word was that most of his remains were in the land of Mayfor. Is that where you are?
I was. That's where I found his heart.
Oh, interesting. His heart, you say?
Thanks to the help of a handkerchief and a very shady wizard.
Very shady wizard.
Thamus is his name. Have you heard of him?
Oh, the moose! How is he holding up?
Ugh, of course. Psychopathic.
I'm glad to see he still has his charm about him. And she gives you a knowing look.
I mean, to be fair, it's kind of my friend's fault for being just really, really antagonizing, but whatever. It doesn't really excuse how creepy the dude is.
Yeah, he just does that. You have to understand, for him it's been so very long of the same dull monotony. Although that does not make him any less creepy.
Strange.
Good time. Does that mean the Ordo is still in action?
The Ordo?
Of course, the Ordo Limiae.
I remember that name, but I forgot if it was like, oh.
They have a shard.
Hmm?
They have a shard.
Okay.
Remember, we're like, why is there another Illuminati?
Yeah, that's what it was. Ugh. Yeah, I guess so. Well, I've heard talk of them. I got another piece of him. I have his eyes now. The last guy that had it was a psychopath, so we ended up fighting him.
You'll find it's not long before you're one of them yourself.
I will, if nothing else, out of pure spite, I'd like to avoid that.
I wish you luck.
Thanks.
I think anyone has succeeded yet, and being reasonable yet achieving any goal as grand as bringing back the father from stone. You seem to have spirit. I wish you luck.
I appreciate it. I wish you luck, but I think you kind of know what you're doing.
Of course. Ah! I know where I've heard that. She kind of makes a fist on her hand. Not her hand, her hand. I know where I've heard your name before. One of my associates was an acquaintance of yours, I believe.
Um, well, I'm like 20, so I wouldn't really know.
Oh no, don't worry. She's quite young. Why, she must have been about your age. So, tell me, do you know anyone who goes by the name of Nicole?
What was the last name?
Nicole.
Hmm. I know a Nicole.
Ah, Nicole, is that how it's pronounced? I see.
Did
Huh.
they have a last name when you spoke with them?
Hmm. Let me try and remember. It's been a few months. Years? It's hard to count time sometimes in here. I believe it was Tolga?
Ah, that's her.
Something of that nature.
She was uh, shady, kind of.
Shady.
Well, it was, but her heart was in the right place.
Hmm.
I didn't think she
Well-
knew about all this stuff.
Oh, no. She's quite a recent addition to my apparel, let's say. Forgive this. It was merely a stretch of curiosity on my part.
Say recent to your apparel? Do you know
Mhm.
what happened to her?
Of course. Why, she's even the one who sought me out.
What? Wait, she's alive?
Say so. The experience may have left her somewhat changed from what she was before. As to whether she's still herself, that could be debated. But she's still definitely walking and breathing and searching. As she will be for a few moments, until she's paid off her debt to me at least.
What exactly did you do for her?
I'm the reason she's still walking and breathing and searching.
I see. That was
Needless to say.
kind of my
Oh,
fault.
go ahead, sorry.
That was my fault that she's in that spot, but
What was it now?
yeah, wartime.
Well, a contract is a contract. If you fulfill it for her, I see no reason why we couldn't work out a gentleman's agreement.
I'd really, really like to, but before I'd make anything, last time I got no, not even manipulated. It was pretty obvious. I'd like to do better, but last time someone promised to help get a friend back, they wanted me to manipulate one of my other ones. So, I'd rather not do that.
That's unfortunate. Well, anyhow, I'm sure your friend will do fine on her own. She seems to be quite the investigative type. It's perfect for the little influence I've granted her.
So, what exactly is she looking for?
No, just a little something to help. Demarcation, if you will. She'll know when she finds it.
Okay.
She calmly drinks her tea.
Well, what agreement were you thinking of coming to?
Well, if you'd been able to furnish me with whatever it is she's searching for, I may have agreed to, considering it her debt paid. She would no longer be in my service, and would be free to do whatever it is she sought. With her newfound passions.
You would consider it?
Of course.
I don't know if I can take a deal on that term.
Oh, pardon my euphemism, it would be a deal done.
I see.
Of course, no one would simply take a deal for someone else's consideration of an idea. Now that would just be silly, wouldn't it? And she sets her eyes on you. It's the first time she's looked you straight in the eyes. Through her thick glasses, you can see eyes of pure light looking straight into you. They pierce. It feels almost like they're scanning each bit of your skin, each bit of your mind, each bit of your soul, as a radiant light washes all over you. Oops. Apologies for that.
Oh, you can do that too?
Hmm?
The whole looking into someone's being.
Oh, yes, that's quite natural for anyone gifted in Lantern. Of course. I'd expect anyone above the level of an adept to be able to do the same.
I can't really do it. Well, I can, but the results aren't really what I'd like it to be.
Of course. Truth is rarely what we'd like it to be. But we must accept it as the truth nonetheless.
True. I mean, I can't really afford to go on a detour, but you mind telling me where my friend is?
Oof. She's gone to the land where Mia once breathed. A land basked in sun and sand alike. And where my kind, the people of Lantern, have been respected, and our customs, have been honored. I don't know what particular name it goes by these days. At least for you. Back in my time, we used to call it the Second Continent, or Kamonla.
Have I heard of this place?
You have?
Yeah.
Once.
Yeah. That's a trip. All right. She would find a way to get to a different continent.
Anyone motivated to do enough will easily reach a level that high. Really, it's just a few baubles of knowledge.
Maybe.
No, but is there anything else you'd like to ask? If not, I'd like to take my attention to these fine folk. They came with the lodgings. And she gestures to two men. Who, have they been there the whole time? All along? It's hard to know. You've never seen them walk in, nor did you hear any noise to signal their appearance. But there's two shadows of people, each clad in armors, swords. Each movement clash, sword against sword. It's practiced. It's elegant.
Well, do you know anything about the worms?
Oh, the worms, of course. Everyone fears them, even the hours themselves. What of them?
I have a friend who, I don't know, some people did something to her. She's kind of, they're like a part of her.
Mm-hmm.
And so much so that when I could see everything for what it truly was, even then it seemed combined with her. And I'm just terrified that there's no way to really separate the two.
There's always a way. Though, for the worms, I will have to admit, their nature is the corruption. Their nature is that which always takes. It is of infection, of disease. There have, in my time, been rumors of a way to quell it, or sometime to conquer it, to become it. Something called the Elixir Zeboam. I've never looked into the matter so much. After all, anything I'd heard of it seemed very much like superstition. Not anything worth pursuing. But that may be your only hope. Of course, that may be a fable. Be prepared to resign yourself to the inevitable. Not always will your ideals of justice and happiness prevail. Especially not when it concerns our ways.
See.
The clanging on sword reverberates. Seeing it, the movement, it's almost hypnotizing. It arcs up and down, and you feel your gaze lost in them. And the same for her. Is there anything you'd like to do?
It's gonna kind of stand up and just say, so you knew that I was an acquaintance of hers?
Yes, through your name.
Huh.
She raises an eyebrow at you. Why, is that so strange?
No, it's just... I haven't talked to a lot of old friends of mine, and I'm not really sure how they all feel about
Ah,
past
I see.
mistakes.
I suppose there's no harm in telling you what she was like back then. She was angered, certainly. After others, but mostly against herself. She's a proud one, that one. I fear that, with the time she's had, she may have become more self-focused. If you were to meet her again, be wary not to try and turn her away from herself. God knows. She might not react so well to it.
I don't plan to drag anyone else down, but thank you.
Well, that's my pleasure. The light begins to fade in your eyes and in the clanging of the swords. As you slowly start falling back down to your own body. And you hear one last thing before you go. Oh, and one last thing before you go. If you see Christopher, do tell him I send him my regards. It's thanks to him, after all. And you're back to your own body. Around you, the world feels much slower, much colder. Almost like death itself. And that's where we'll end the session.
Okay.
So none of them are helpful.